Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at NIO stock. Wow, I am doing NIO stock after like months now. The last time I talked about was back when we were in this flag down here, downward flag, and I said, guys, it's done again, and I'll come back talking about NIO when I see something happening with this thing, right, in the price action. Otherwise, it's just a flat stock and it's just gonna either stay flat or just scrape the bottom of the barrel here. So we do have a price action happening on NIO, a good one, but before I even go further on NIO here, guys, there I still would be very cautious. I don't hold any position in NIO right now, and I don't plan for myself adding in any position on NIO. I'm just covering it for the sake of many requests I received from you all to cover NIO again, and also I see that the price action is looking very good with the earnings that have come out, and also what analysts are saying. But I still would not want to, because I want to see some more strength in this price action for NIO to really shine out of some major resistance that I'll be talking to you guys in this video, because we are still not out of the woods. We are seeing a good price action here, but we just don't know if this will last. But let's take a look at what we have to look for at those important levels before the structure breaks again and things, if they again go flatline or they can continue higher. So let's talk about all of that in this video. But once I also let you know, before I let you know, none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. So let's go over a couple of news and the items on NIO. So the first one I want to go over is the NIO monthly deliveries, and the numbers have been looking great back from last 3-4 months, hovering around just over 20,000. You can see on the chart here, and yeah, that's for this one. That's looking good. And then NIO quarterly revenue in RMB millions. Again, I'm not gonna do the conversion here, but you can see it's looking, Q2 is looking good up. The last good quarter we had was Q3 of last year as well, along the same lines, and then Q4 also in the last year. This year quarterly revenue are also looking good. And then these are quarterly deliveries. That is new all-time highs on the Q2 deliveries. The good, so well, okay, one more thing here. The net loss is on the downtrend, but it's still at the top, right? Their net loss, right? So the 2022 Q4 was the highest net loss, well, back then in time, and then we had Q2 in 2023, and we have just hovered up there, right? And so the net losses needs to come down quite substantially if that things have to turn around. But the good stuff is also that their quarterly gross margin are increasing again. Q2, after like it just pretty much fell to the bottom like Q4 of 2022, and but now their gross margin on quarterly have started to a little bit more go in the uptrend as well. That's a good sign. Well, they need to maintain this stuff, right? It's just not that it just collapsed like before, right? And then quarterly vehicle margins are also on an uptrend. That's good. R&D expenses are still high, but just a couple of things. Now, one more thing before going into the price action I want to talk about is NIO stock has an upgrade from one of the analysts. So Nikolai upgraded the shares price from hold to buy. His price target went to $8 a share from 5.30, and yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, it's not a price upgrade like to $30 or $40. It's like from 5.3 to $8. But so let's talk about the price action, right? Like what things are happening here. Well, and other thing, we have 100% tariff here in North America on Chinese EVs, just so you know. Okay, now we, again, as I said, will this price action last on NIO? We are seeing strong volume from last 2 days, right? So let's turn on my structural indicator first of all. So yes, we do have a bullish structure, but guys, it's been a penny stock for quite some time. So right now, yeah, we have a bullish structure break on the daily interval, but don't get ahead of yourself right now. Why so? Because let's actually backpedal a little bit and start from the weekly interval. So what I want to talk about is there's this red box you are seeing from the last time I did the video. All right. Now let me just zoom out a little bit over here in the price action. So the thing is that until here we were just going lower highs, lower lows on the weekly interval. We did have some bounce, but this thing still couldn't break any previous pivot and just continues to break lower and lower. We are seeing some break of the pivot already, right? If I let's see if I turn on my structural indicator on the weekly interval, we do have a green week right now, but what I'm not happy with, well, the price action is still below this $7 range. Like this $7 is a very strong resistance level. We broke it in the early of this year, that is 16th of Jan of this year. And unless we are not getting above the $7, the overall structure for the full on, let me see if on monthly interval it would make more clarity there. Yeah. This on monthly interval, it makes more sense to talk about it. And let me actually see. Yeah, so yeah, if I turn on my structural indicator as well, this makes more structural sense here. So we won't really be starting to get really bullish unless and until we are not getting above this, $7 range. Like that's the line, bottom line, like $7 area. Once we get above it, that's when I do see some strength, or the momentum trading would start coming in. Otherwise, not necessarily. Otherwise, I really am still not in the boat of we are going super high up from here. I'm just not there yet on this one. It's a good price action, don't get me wrong. All right, it's a good price action, that one that we are seeing right now, but can it last, right? Let's talk about that. We are above 20 and 50 days moving average. That's a good sign. We are below the 200 days moving average. Now, extra confidence can also come if we get above 200 days moving average, because last time when we were above 200 days moving average was also quite like 2023 of July, pretty much more than a year, right? The last time we went above that. So that could be a strengthful sign if we get above 200 days moving average. What are the levels to watch before, again, all the hope is down the water, right? So let's go to the hourly interval. And that zone is actually, I'll have to zoom out. Sorry guys, I have to go to the 4 hours for that. So the zone for that is, I'm seeing these pivots and these pivots, right? So the near-term zone for that is intraday, or however, as long as we stay above this blue box now. Let's go to the hourly interval. So if we can stay above $4.78, it's fine. If we lose that, then $4.53 would be the last line of defense. Yeah, and if that is also gone, then yeah, it's again just we just don't know. This may just go again sideways, right? That's the thing. It's a good start in the price action, but that overall momentum, that is that huge supply zone up at $7 range, is what we need to fully get out of. Let me actually delete this particular channel. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, unless we're not getting above $7, I really don't expect those big momentum buyers come in, or this becomes really the thing to trade, right? Yeah, we are still technically not taking out on monthly interval a previous pivot, right? So yeah, that's the thing. Yes, we are finding a bottom, but this is the thing. $7 is what you need to watch for the upside. That's my take on it. Again, you can definitely go and do whatever you feel like, but this is just my opinion here. So yeah, good price action. I gave you the levels until where if we lose this blue box down here, then again weakness may take over NIO, but if we can hold above blue box through consolidation and also get above 200 days moving average, then yeah, above that we are watching the blue box. And if we get above $7, that's where some change of sentiment overall would happen on the overall bigger monthly price action structure on NIO. All right. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. And if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.